And so I guess my last question is, you mentioned that you're involved in philanthropy work right now. What can you tell me a little bit more about what you're doing?
It's a joy, really. This is my third career, and it's something that gives me an opportunity to go beyond, actually, San Francisco in public service. It's Gordon and Betty Moore. Gordon Moore, by the way, was the co-founder of Intel Corporation down the Silicon Valley. His technology, he actually co-created the computer chip way back in the early 1970s. And Moore's law is still in effect now, where the computer chip doubles its capacity to continue to create new things every 12 to 14 months. And he said that back in 1970, and it's still duplicating itself here in 2006. He took millions of his own personal shares of Intel stock, and he created a family foundation at the Presidio, and it's worldwide in its scope, and the initiatives and the focus that we have are in conservation, open space, environmental issues, science, technology, and healthcare related to science. Those are the four big initiatives that we're working on worldwide. It's a joy to be part of it because we're looking at saving the Amazon Andes in terms of the millions of acres of forestry there. We're working in the oceans around the world in oceanography. Gordon Moore is a scientist and a technician and a chemist, and he believes that it's important to look at global warming and saving the endangered whales and sea turtles, but nobody is looking like he is into marine microbiology. In microbiology, what is the smallest common denominator in the ocean that starts the food chain and the life in the oceans down past the plankton? How do you identify it, isolate it, protect it, and expand it so you save the oceans from the bottom up? It's a wonderful concept, and you're spending hundreds of millions of dollars in the process of working on doing this. We also, in science and technology, we even just in the Bay Area alone, we've spent millions of dollars in the Exploratorium, getting young people to think about career paths in science and technology. The Chabot Space and Science Center in the East Bay, the San Jose Technology Museum, the California Academy of Sciences. We're spending millions of dollars on all of those programs to see if we can get young people thinking about what can be done in their career paths to help them solve some of the world's problems. We're in controversial issues too, even where the stem cell issue, where we're looking now at healthcare and where science is related to that. We're walking into it very carefully, but we also feel that there are some tremendous breakthroughs here where hopefully in our lifetime, through some stem cell breakthrough, to see someone who's a paraplegic or maybe paralyzed from the waist down, if we can find some way to infuse their spine through new stem cells to get that person to get up and walk again, that's a miracle that could happen in our generation. You know, why not look for new people who have burns? You can create new skin, new nerve endings, new blood vessels, cure Alzheimer's, cure dementia. There's some breakthroughs on the horizon that I think that will be magnificent. You who are students, who are listening to this tape, many of you will live to be over 100 years of age, at least, minimum, because you're going to find the breakthroughs in technology and science and healthcare in the next 5 to 10 years. So all of you, I might say, as I'm talking to you, think about not just the career path you're taking, think about 2 or 3, just like I have. Because barring any kind of injury or some sort of a illness like a cancer, which hopefully will be cured in your generation, you will live a long life. And so think about where you can do something most productive and in a way that can also keep you interested and active and involved in your community every possible way, because that's what keeps you young too.
So any other last thoughts?
Well, I guess I would, maybe if there's anything I could impart to the University of San Francisco students, student body, is to be successful, obviously, and think about your future career path. And you want to have your home, you want to have a career, you want to have a nice car, but also think about public service, something to give back in your community, because there is so many ways that you don't need $100 million in the bank. That's why it's wonderful to see people like Bill Gates and so many others, or a Gordon Moore, give millions of dollars back to the community. It's money, you only need so much money to live a comfortable lifestyle. What can you do to help so many around you that don't have anything near what we have? I would finish up by using a quote from Dr. Albert Schweitzer, who was a very famous doctor, a surgeon who had everything in the world, and money was never an issue, but he gave it all up to go over to Africa, to use his medical expertise to help those who had absolutely nothing at all. And his comment that he made in one of his books that he wrote, he said, in the exact words were, "I don't know what your destiny will be, but this I do know. The only ones among you who will be truly happy are those of you who have really thought and thought about what you're going to do with your life and how you're going to find a way to serve others." And I've always thought about that. The more you get involved in outside issues and start to solve some problems, what a great sense of satisfaction it is. Because I look at Gordon Moore now and his vision for all the projects we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars on around the world. He has only one goal: positive outcomes for future generations. What a great thought. Now, that makes me feel like getting up in the morning and going to work. I hope many of you in the student body have the same opportunity to do the same.
Well, Mayor Jordan, thank you very much for your time. This has been a interview, USFtv interview with the former mayor of San Francisco, Frank Jordan. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.